Welcome to Two Sisters Podcast with your hosts, Kristy and Melissa, who are real sisters bringing you real talk about life and faith through humor, insight, and community. Now, let's get into this week's episode.
What's up, guys? It's Melissa
and Kristy,
and welcome to Two Sisters Podcast. Okay, so today our title is Struggle Love.
Struggle Love.
Now, I must say that that Kristy gonna take the lead on this one in a second, but I just want to say I don't have no idea what she's about to say. So listen, this is not rehearsed. This is not scripted, and I just want to put it out there right now that I'm disclaiming.
Is this your disclaimer?
This is
your disclaimer.
This is my disclaimer that I have no idea what my sister's about to say.
I mean, that's normally how it goes.
Yeah. So yeah. And
I wake up with a bright idea.
Right. Let's go. And I'm sitting here. Okay. All right.
You're gonna be so proud.
See, you going a different route. I'm thinking about the song "I've Been Around the World" and
I'm going to rap.
See what I'm saying? This is always the case. But anyway, let's get started, guys. Oh my God, struggle up. So what's up, Kristy? What's up with this? What is this?
My sister Melissa magazine will be so proud
Aww.
that I am starting off with her favorite thing to do, which is drumroll. A definition.
OMG.
With my studious self.
Oh my God.
All right. So, my source is coming from an article by blackdoctor.org. And it's an article written on struggle love. And I won't go into detail, but I do like their definition for the purpose of the article, their definition of struggle love.
Okay.
So here it is. Struggle love is referring to a relationship where one partner experiences long-term stress as a result of the other partner's actions or inactions during their relationship. Examples of struggle love include cheaters in monogamous relationships, people who ghost and return when they choose, only to ghost again, and any other relationship where one partner is waiting for the other partner to choose to respect and honor their relationship.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, blackdoctor.com. That's really, I felt like it was a good definition. The article goes on to name 2 reality stars and 1 gigantic superstar music star.
Wow.
Which we won't name.
Right.
To give examples on how these particular people, and it only names women, who have been in a public struggle love. And I do believe all that she named, yes, or he, I don't even know. I didn't read the article. I just looked up the definition, and that was the closest that I felt, was good. Good example. But the celebrities that were named in the article after the definition are currently still together.
Okay.
So they still struggling. Okay. All right. So with that being said, now that you know what I'm talking about now.
Right. I'm still gonna let you go first, kids. Because for me, that goes into my whole self-series stuff, and it's about toxic relationships. Yeah. So for me, I use the word toxic, which I might have to find another word than toxic, but hey, everybody understands what toxic means. So yeah. But anyway, you go with the struggle of struggle toxic
love.
Just not
healthy love.
Yeah. Right.
So the article, the last part of it, the definition, any other relationship where one partner is waiting for the other partner to choose to respect and honor their relationship. Excuse me. And I think that's really the core of it. And then the fact that, the partner that's experiencing the struggle of has long-term stress as a result of this relationship. And how many out there in the audience, men and women, can identify with those particular aspects of the definition? Waiting for the other partner to choose respect and honor, to honor them. I mean, so this is like the new term, okay?
What?
Struggle love. Now, I don't know what you called it in the early 2000s when we were, out here participating in budding, starting new relationships.
Struggle love is universal to me.
Yeah, but it wasn't termed that particularly.
Well, they get it.
You know what I mean? I guess it's the new ride or die.
Whatever.
For our particular era.
I feel like ride or die doesn't necessarily mean this struggle love either.
I'm sorry?
I don't. Like, some people actually use it, oh, that's my ride. They're in happy relationships. That's my rider, whatever. Like,
but the true definition of the word,
the
propaganda of the music it came from,
but they might not know that. So they're
let me educate you people.
Oh my God!
This is why I'm using it as a scenario. I ain't talking about the healthy ride or die. Okay, all right. I'm talking about the normal definition based on the music it came from. A ride or die chick. Okay.
But they don't know that they riding and they gonna die in it. Okay. So it's like, they don't get it. Like, I'm telling you, them saying this, I'm a ride or die. Right. I'm riding. I'm a rider.
It's the old.
They don't know that that's not right.
We here to break it down.
All right. Well.
All right.
Go ahead, sis.
So, in the early 2000s, it was called ride or die, and in 2021, it's called struggle love. Same thing. What does that mean? That means, particularly, it's geared toward the woman. The woman, ride or die chick, right? Ride or die woman, has to endure an amount of pain over years and years and years, or over amount of time. And this woman is a good woman. This woman is a sane, mentally healthy woman. According to, like I said, the propaganda, this woman is a good woman.
Oh, okay.
Because she riding, right? But this woman is also so in love that she is blinded by the fact that her particular opposite mate is not riding for her like she riding for him. And will go to the extreme to die for said man. Hence, the ride or die. There's no reciprocation, right? It was one-sided. The lyrics were one-sided concerning this ride or die chick. The culture expectations of this ride or die chick was for you to stick it out, right? That's the grandma term, okay? Right? The grandma term was to stick it out,
auntie,
right?
Yep.
So this struggle love is not a new concept, like Melissa say. It's been around. It just keeps changing names.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Whatever. It just keeps changing names, but the definition remains the same. You, woman or man, are putting in way more effort, time, attention, love, right? Physicality, whatever, into this relationship, and it's not being equally shown to you.
When is enough is enough?
All right, she ready to talk now, guys.
I'm just saying. Okay, like, when is enough is enough? When is it? How long you gonna ride and why you got to die? Okay, like, I don't get it. Okay, and honestly, why do you even get in the car to ride when he ain't even doing what he need to do? Why you got to ride with somebody who ain't riding with you? Who don't care if you ride with them? You just in there just to be used, basically, for whatever purpose he or she wants you to serve.
You're saying the woman or the man who is the recipient of the struggle love, you're an option.
You're an option. You are optional.
When you really get down to it, you're optional, but you riding or dying for this other person.
Right.
But you don't realize you're an option.
You are an option.
How many times have they shown you are optional?
And you opting to get yourself in there and to die for some man or female.
And mostly we're talking about metaphorically. We are not talking about people actually losing their life, but that's the concept of it. Like, they want you to be so down with them that you will physically give up their life, physically give up your life to save them. Like, it's just,
and honestly, it is really killing you inside. It's destroying your confidence. It's destroying your self-esteem. It's destroying you acting like you actually got some sense. Okay, you lost all your common sense, okay, because you are ignoring the fact that you are being used, taken advantage of, and you are optional. You opted in to this equation as an option, and you are placing yourself there in that equation as the option. Like, you, what? I don't know if you should have, listen, ma'am.
She seems a little passionate.
Oh, Lord, help me. What I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to do it in the nicest way possible and streamline it, because this conversation for me can go very long, and I don't have the time to get into everything. But my point that I want to make to you, and the question I pose to you, is why are you this option to ride, to first of all get in the car to ride as the option? You opted in to be the option, to die for someone who could care less about you. You are not. And even if he is saying that you the one, you not. You, what you need to be doing. Oh God, Lord.
What they need to be doing?
Lord,
what do they need to be doing?
What you need to be doing is asking yourself this question. My sister said the words, waiting for the other partner to show respect and honor. OMG. First of all, if you're rocking with us, you've been in the reading club. We did her ebook. What's the name of your ebook?
What I Wish Men Believed About Women.
Say it again.
What I Wish Men Believed About Women.
Say it louder.
What I wish men believed about women.
Right.
1970s gospel with that.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. Go whatever way for them to get it. Okay. My point is this: to show respect and honor. And and these seem to be simple terms people act like. Okay. They know what the definitions are. But do you really? Because you sure don't act like it. And what I say, sure don't? What's the proper term?
I don't feel like it.
Okay, whatever. Okay, you sure don't act like you know what respect is or honor. So here it is. Like, she broke down practical, simple terms that everyone should know, but don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be going through this struggle of ride or die, toxic, whatever other.
Stick it out.
Stick it out. Got a piece of meat beside you at night. Like, I don't know what your problem is, but the point is that you don't know what it is. Okay. And in this ebook, she broke it down to what she wish men knew about women from a woman's perspective. We're not men, so we can't speak about the male psyche, but we can tell you, males and men, what we wish you knew, and honestly, let me tell you all something else. Cause she got me up on the right side of the bed today for y'all. Okay. Because, listen, you not stupid. Okay. And so you also know what it is to respect and to honor. And females, you too. You know what it is to respect and honor, because some of y'all trifling out here in these streets too. Okay. But I'm gonna stick with her speaking to the women. You should know.
To the men too.
No, I'm talking to the men, but I'm saying it's for the women, but there's some trifling freaking women out here as well. Okay. Yes, you should know what respect and honor is, because some of y'all be acting like these men are pawns for y'all purses. Okay. But we won't go into that one. All right. We're going to stick with the males right now with this ride and die. But you know what respect and honor is. You choose not to show it or give it, but want it. And Lord, first, listen. Let me keep on going. All right. So waiting for the other partner to show respect and honor them. Person who is waiting, it's causing stress. So my question, and I'm always the one for the opposite side of this, because it's like, why are you sitting there waiting? And why are you letting it cause you stress? I don't understand. Okay. I don't understand why you sitting there opting to get in the car to ride and die. They ain't say and or. They said ride and die. Okay, so you opting to get in this car to ride and die for some person. and you waiting for them to respect and honor you,
man,
and it's causing you stress. Yeah, you can answer the question. Why?
Well, because I was in struggle love.
Okay,
I was in struggle love, and I didn't realize it until, when I looked up this term, or when, it's basically something that's been talked about out here.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that was me. I was the recipient.
So why you let?
I was the recipient of struggle love.
So Kristy, what I'm saying is we all get in that space where, especially when you're young and you navigating these streets and in this life, basically learning who you are. Okay, but that's the point. It's an active participation. You are learning, not sitting there waiting and allowing other people to use you, take advantage of you, and just sitting literally there and letting them.
No, that was me.
Oh my gosh.
And I was a super grown adult. Okay.
Well, okay.
Past 20s.
Tell your truth.
So why? You ask why? How can a woman do that or a man do that? Well, for me, it was, I didn't know I was in struggle love. And then
okay, so ignorance.
A past episode that we did called What is Normal. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So that what is normal allowed me to be in that struggle love for quite some time, because to me, it was somewhat normal based on my environment. Okay? So a lot of things that I took, I saw other people take. And, this was okay. I mean, it was uncomfortable and it was definitely hurting me. But I was striving, and that's the whole point of struggle. I was struggling to make it right. I was struggling to fix it because I knew I had it, or / was deceived in knowing I had the ability to make this better. The power was all in me. Okay. There was something that I was lacking, that I wasn't doing, that could make this relationship work. So let me just work harder. Okay. Let me pray harder. Let me go to church more. Mm-hmm. Let me, I put a religious spin on it. Mm-hmm. And so that is why I stayed.
So it could be part of faith.
So if you talk to me at the time, I wouldn't have told you I had low self-esteem, low self-worth, low value. I was was an accomplished woman who had my own. So you couldn't tell me that I didn't love myself, because I had independence, and I had intelligence, and I had a spiritual foundation. So why would I think I didn't know my own self-worth? But ultimately, that's what it is, because it's that coupled with, it was hugely religious.
Your faith.
I hugely used or allowed my faith to be used against me in the wrong way. So now we're talking about manifestations, right? That's a huge thing now, has been for the past couple of years. I was going to manifest this relationship into something bigger, better, positive. I was going to be the exception to the rule, right? That was going to have that great testimony of, we made it. We were struggling, he wasn't this, he wasn't that, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't this, I wasn't that, but we made it out. And it's 15 years later, and we got 3 kids in the mansion on the hill, and successful business people like that. I wanted that to be my story so much, because I heard that from the pulpit. I heard that from other Christians who, you hear the stories of, oh, you gotta hold them down in prayer. Anyway, we won't go into that, because there is also another episode where I go into this called I Got Beef.
I Got Beef.
The first episode. And then the second episode specifically talks about I Got Beef as far as relationships, and how, that's my story. You guys can go back and listen to that. But Melissa asks why, and I can identify with that why. Okay. So, this is not the typical example of a woman you could physically see, oh, she clearly doesn't have self-esteem. She clearly is needing this and this. And I was in the same predicament, but I convinced myself I wasn't because of religion.
Okay. And I take that, and I understand that, and I completely understand that. And like I said before, and as I am saying, I'm not saying that we all do not be in the situation where we are riding and dying in toxic relationships or unhealthy relationships. It took you did realize. So however, whatever your path is to get to the point of asking this question, my point to you audience is get to it sooner. Okay. Because you don't have to be ignorant. You got all of these resources. You got YouTube, for goodness sake. Y'all have social media. Why don't you use it for positivity and the right information that's speaking to your spirit, instead of you getting the information, dismissing it because you don't really want what it is you don't want to get out of your situation. You're not learning about yourself. You're not taking the time to actually be truthful to yourself, because again, at the end of the day, and I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all, that it's you, okay? It's you and your decision to change your situation, period. And why I guess I'm so passionate is because I felt like I was stupid for staying for so long or whatever in my 20s when I went through all of this and making these decisions. It's just like, it took me, I had to get on a journey that's painful and to be accountable to my own decisions and my own choices, to remain somewhere that I am beating inside. I am so inner conflict. I'm conflicted inside. Okay. And it's messing with me because I'm unhappy, but I'm trying to stay. I'm trying to be everything for this other person who could care less about me. So again, my question goes, and like I said, she gave a great example because I feel like that's 99, maybe not 99, 90%. Okay. We'll go 80. Okay. Even though I feel like it's 90, 80% of why people still staying where they stand, because of culture, because of their environment, because it's because it's normal to them, because that's what they grew up in or been taught, or and the faith thing, that's a big huge one, because we don't want to we like she said, use it in the wrong way. And she carefully explained it. Rewind the tape, okay? Or no, it's not tape now. What is it? Rewind the episode, okay? Push the rewind button, all right? Rewind it, all right? So you can hear it again and again until it clicks, until you get it, until the aha moment come for you to understand that it's you who decide to move forward and out of something that is not mutually beneficial for you, for your health, for your mental health. And this is a big thing now, because people are talking about their mental health and everything. Well, okay, if you are not receiving the love and the respect and the honor, and if you think you know the definition, act like you don't and go look it up. Okay, if you are not receiving those things that it says to honor and respect you, to care for you, to love you, okay, then why are you with someone who is making you an option? You're not an option. You're only the option because you opted to be there as the option. The control is with you. You can control being this option. And why don't you love yourself? Ask yourself, do I love myself? Like, do I? Am I loving myself? Because it starts with you. Everything starts with you. I don't care what other people, how you use the excuse, well, they did this, they said that, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, like I keep telling y'all, you are the one who's deciding. It's about what you do. It's not about what they're doing. Okay, so if you don't like what they're doing, if you don't like that they're not doing something, then why are you continuously staying in that situation? And like she said, I get it. I get it. Okay, you thought it was normal. You was going by your faith or using your faith. Being religious. Okay, being religious or whatever it is. When will you just stop and ask yourself, why am I here? What am I doing? When will it get better? And is it ultimately all on you to make somebody else do something that's right? If you know to do something, if you know what's right and you do it, what makes you think they don't know what to do that's right? What makes you think that?
That's a good point. And I also want to say that, there is a segment of the population in this struggle of because part of it for me also was I was trying to be the shero, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to teach this other person, like Melissa was saying, how to love, what the appropriate reactions are to my love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to save this man. I was going to love him so that he could become a better man, and then we could have the love we deserve together, and then we could have that love success story. But no, like Melissa say, this man or this woman that is giving you struggle love is not slow or stupid.
No.
Okay?
Not by a long
These
shot.
are grown people. Even teenagers.
I'm
Even
about
a
to say.
5-year-old. Even a 6-year-old. You know, when they get their first Valentine, they know how to treat
They do.
their Valentine. Come
Sure
on, they know
enough.
they shouldn't throw them down on the ground and kick them.
Sure enough.
No, they're going to give them a piece of candy or a teddy bear.
They're going to
and
make
nice
a little card. Mm-hmm.
Right, and say, hi, Sarah, I like you, or something.
It's amazing how creative you can be with no money.
Okay, listen,
Okay.
like the 6-year-old know, the 7-year-old know how to
It's
treat their
crazy.
first Valentine. So no, this grown person, okay, knows that they're not treating you right. They just choose to keep doing it. So let's talk solutions.
Yes.
Because Melissa was on this passionate. I mean, and please forgive her tone, because or not.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of her missions to educate and empower women to get to that point where they have a high self-esteem and self-value and self-worth. So that's why she sounds so passionate, and which some may interpret as anger, because she's fed up. Like, she talks to women and has groups with women
On a daily
and weekly basis. So, you know, it is what it is. Solutions. So both of us have free resources on our websites.
Mm-hmm.
I have a free download if you realize that you are in struggle love. And this particular resource is geared toward women, but men, you can use it as well. Just change the man to a woman, as far as the verbiage of the resource. But it is called Should I Break Up With My Boyfriend?
Mm.
And we go through some very powerful steps on how you can evaluate your current situation,
Mm-hmm.
your current relationship. And once you answer these few questions, it doesn't take a long time, and give yourself that space and thought to answer these questions, you're going to come up with an answer on should you break off this relationship that you're currently in. And if you're in struggle love, you know. So, and Melissa also has some resources. She has 8 steps to healing.
Mm-hmm. Which and I have a whole reading club. I have a whole network. It's called Life by Design Network.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We just met last night.
Yeah. It's a whole network. It's a community of women, basically. And in this network is where I give, information, tips. It's just a lot. Me pouring out into that community. With that community is also a reading club, Life by Design Network Reading Club. We meet every Thursday. Once we start a session, or once we start, and I called it Reading Club because it doesn't necessarily have to be books. Okay, so we do books and ebooks, and the next session will resume the end of June, beginning of July. But it's a video series, so we listen to videos, we read articles, whatever, blogs, whatever, audio, listen to podcasts, and we literally dissect them and we talk about it. So everything, not most of everything that I do with these women is break down different things in regards to self-esteem and self-love and self-confidence, period. Like, that is what it is, because that's what you need to have in yourself, first of all, to and this is outside. Like, for me, if you don't know, okay,
now you know.
Anyway, I am a Jesus follower, so everything is for me about Jesus. So yes, I do speak to them about my faith and my experiences, because at the end of the day, like my sister said, we don't know nothing. Nobody knows nothing. All right, everybody is an expert on their life and their experiences and what they went through and how they walked through it. So as I always say, everybody's journey and path is different. Okay, you have to find your way and your path, and your purpose. Okay. You're not living out someone else's purpose. So to me, it's very important that you understand that you are here for that purpose. You are here for a purpose, and you sitting around here whining and pining and allowing yourself to be stressed out is not helping you. It is a distraction and a delay and deterrent, okay, out of the bigger picture of your life. So the point is for you to get back and participate in your own life and start to walk out your purpose and love yourself while doing it. Okay. And so, yeah, and she never gave you where to go. So for Kristy, it is
KristyMagazine.com.
And for Melissa, it is melissamagazine.net and lifebydesignetwork.com. Those are the places where you can, get your resources.
Right. So, yeah, we talk about the problem, but we also provide you with a solution. But you have to be ready to take action on that solution. It takes work. Okay? Realize that this struggle love that you're in
doesn't have to be a struggle.
Love takes work and action, but it's not a struggle.
It's not. Okay?
And that's the first hint that you are in something that's unhealthy. So you have support out here.
You do.
Okay. You can have support in the quiet privacy of your home. Okay. We also give coaching sessions. You're not on video. It's just a phone call. If you need help walking you through, we can do that. Okay. It costs money. Okay. You need
I
to
believe
pay
they
us.
understand that.
Listen, but we also have free
resources.
The reading group is free. Right? Where you have a network of women that share similar experiences and you get support. Right. It's about supporting you in this journey called life. This is what we're about. We love you, we appreciate you, and we always want the best for you. And because we've learned these lessons early on, some of us later, i.e. me, we know the pitfalls from a woman's standpoint, and we're just here to help.
Right.
So you can do better. Don't let nobody tell you different. Okay.
And don't feel like you can't.
Open up your eyes and tell yourself the truth. We also have another.
Why you lying to yourself?
Why you lying to yourself?
And you probably hear the same bass in my voice.
Come on now. Okay. Do better. You want better. Do better.
You have to do the work. And I like to give this hashtag I put on my posts, or most of them. It's community over competition. You're not competing with anybody. There's no competition. You wanted to live a healthy, happy, striving, thriving life, and that starts with you. My other thing is find your way back to you. I don't even have the time to even go into that, but that's exactly what it really is. You are finding your way back to you. And the other one is, it's always the perfect time to heal. It ain't never not a great time, right time, perfect time not to heal. Yep. Okay, you just have to make the decision, and it is that simple, a decision, and that decision is you. Yours. You are the deciding factor in that decision. And so that's what it is. And I like to also say, even coming out of my reading club from last night, we were on restoration. To be restored means to bring back to, you know what I mean? Like, bring yourself back to your original place. You are a queen. Y'all like to use this term. I'm living my best life, and I already talked about that. Then live it.
We need a whole episode.
Live it.
You feel sometimes.
All right. About that too. You live your best life. You got to live your best life being happy. All right. If you ain't happy, anyway. So that.
Choose you, people. I also have an article on my website about choose
you.
So between me and Melissa's free resources, you can at least get yourself started for free.
At least.
All right. Give yourself the mental capacity, the mental space to do this. All right. Get yourself in a quiet place and ask yourself the hard questions.
Ask yourself the hard
questions.
And
answer yourself honestly.
And nobody judging you.
Because it's just you in the room going through this.
It's your journey in life to be happy. Then it's just you. There's no one else. And don't worry about anybody else. And so I say,
up and dust yourself off.
Right. And I say this, strength, like I said last night, strength comes from being rooted in God's love, because there's no deficit. Like, He's not like a man. He's not. Like, he's always there. He's always stable. It's an everlasting. So it never runs out. Okay. I don't like to use the word never until I talk about God. All right. He never runs out. So I can love someone else, not from my own not from my own love, because I can't, sometimes I don't feel like dealing with my own self. Okay. So I get tired. You do get fatigue in trying to do things in your own strength. So let your strength be rooted in God's love, because it never runs out, and it's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. Did I say it's free?
Is it free? Oh,
okay. So let that be your strength, because you do need strength. We're not making this play. We're not making it like it's simple. We're not making it like it's not easy, but it is possible. However, it is possible. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us in this podcast today. We wish you all the best, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Two Sisters Podcast, where we hope to encourage you on your journey of transformation and healing while having fun along the way. Follow us on IG and Twitter. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. It's available on all major podcast providers. Just search for Two Sisters Podcast. Till next time.